join us.
Looking for a party, good man, have you found it? Another shot is coming, raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded, loaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go. 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 Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
That is when I found out that blue kisses like an ice queen. Oh, hey, we're live. Check it out. What's going on, guys? Welcome to our Thirsty Thursday Thoughts and Shots. And look who is back from the dead. You felt like you were dead, didn't you?
Yeah, I still kind of feel like The Walking Dead right now.
I still gave you your buzz last night. Did you drop the phone once or twice? I can just hear, whoops. And of course, behind the scenes, that beautiful voice we all know, Lady Jesus herself, Miss Kitty Cat.
Hey.
I don't know. It was a weird day for me.
Okay.
My schedule has been off at work, so actually having a Thursday off again, was just kind of. But I'm not gonna lie, I slept like a champ. Went in, sat down and I know better than to do this. I sat down on the couch. Of course, the cat. What's the first thing it wants to do? Jump up. So I start petting on the cat. Next thing I know, I hear my alarm going off at 8:30 in the morning, and I'm laid over. Somebody threw a blanket over me, and I was done. Went in, laid back down, out for another hour. And then I must have got some good sleep because that's all I got was an extra hour. And then as soon as I blinked, looked around, I was wide awake. Guys, speaking of drinks, though, if you're looking for a good time, good food, good drinks, good God, let's check out MLH Distillery, located here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. The address is 107 Breckenridge Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. The number is 724-264-4959. Their hours of operation are Fridays 5 to 11, Saturdays 3 p.m. to 9. Those are all getting ready to change or getting ready to add. You can also, all the bottles you see on your screen right now, I know you can see them very well, don't you guys, Spotify? You like how I did that? You can find them on mlhdistillery.com. The food, the drinks, the food. Look at the food. They also have their bar bites they just recently introduced last Friday. They were amazing, as you can see on your screen. Spotify. Homemade Italian wedding soup, meatballs, hot sausage, and peppers. I don't remember them having that one either.
What, the hot peppers?
The hot sausage.
Yes, they had that instead of the stuffed peppers.
Spinach artichoke dip, Tuscan white bean hummus, antipasta. Is it I know it's
Skewers.
skewers, but is it supposed to be pasta or pasto? I think that's
Pasto.
is it pasto. Either way, guys, all of it was amazing. It was great. And then the drinks. You did a good job on that picture right there. I like what you did.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, a little bit of everything. That is MLH Distillery. They are our official sponsor of Another Shot podcast. I'm counting down the weeks now till we get our 2 new bottles. I already know what we're getting.
Oh, you do?
Well, the fun part is we're also getting low on a lot of stuff because weird how we're using it.
Weird.
Who would have thunk? How's your food? How you feeling? You everything good?
Yeah, I've got a full belly
Are you sure you're ready for this?
I think.
All right. You were asking me earlier, what did I want to drink? You know, after Monday night, I've been on a beer kick, and I pulled the trigger on it the other night, and I finished off that IPA. And
Are you wanting a beer?
I want a beer, but I don't want. Sorry, Arliss. I don't like Budweiser or Bud Light. I'll drink it in the pit. We did. We did the Lord's work on the Yingling
Holy.
and the Sam Adams.
Okay.
You put
want
beer
a
in front. Whoosh. Is it from the 70s? It could be. If we really get desperate about it, guess what I got sitting right over there? You know what I do want though, and it should be tucked back in there. I will take a Guinness.
I believe there is.
And we do
So,
have one
Tom,
comment up there who is already saying hello. I have a sneaking suspicion we know who it is.
Is that the naughty?
Miss Jen.
Hey, babe. Is this the naughty you want?
That is the naughty. Oh,
You want your cup?
I'm going to need a Stein. I don't think Ray's a Yingling, or I'm sorry, a Guinness guy. So this one's going to be me flying solo. Yes. Think you can do it?
I think I can do it. I don't know.
We are close enough to St. Patty's Day that I figure why not get started now. And believe it or not, this is probably one of the healthiest beers you can drink.
Everything's left in there.
I don't know. You know, even a doctor will tell you that if you're going to drink a beer against their wishes, they prefer Guinness. I don't know. There's good job. Very little head.
What is in there?
That is kind of a narrator. That's how, you know, sometimes people shake them ahead of time. That's how it mixes because it is a thick.
Oh, did you want it shaken?
No.
Okay.
I like how I did. I like it this way. I've never been into shaking Guinness, so to me, it's just a little ping pong ball at the bottom that I could. She is letting her hair down tonight. She got this whole gypsy thing going on.
It's straightened. I don't have the curls in it.
So on that note, though, we are going to have to pour that gentleman something.
Budweiser, sir. Blood Light.
Blood Light.
What's
Mm.
this one? Oh, that's a hard iced tea.
I keep forgetting we have them in there, that we need to go ahead and drink those up at some point and clear some room. I actually do like some of the hard iced teas. Like the Lipton, they do a good one. Their green
What's
tea
this one?
tastes just like regular green tea.
It's just a ginger.
That's
Nope. It says no.
that is for our Moscow mules. We got anything and everything in the fridge except beer, apparently.
Apparently.
Oh man. You know, at one point that fridge was actually packed full of beer. So when
Okay, that's it for the Guinness. You're
Okay.
really weeding them now.
I was saving those and then I just
Did I not give you your cheers mug?
you let the man have the cheers mug. It's okay. You're not gonna be able to see
Okay.
the cheers anyways. It's a very stout, dark beer.
Thought I cracked it.
I was waiting for her to see if she was gonna spew it, but no, I was saving these for the ever famous Irish car bombs for our St. Patty's Day night, which I think is Tuesday, is it not?
Tuesday.
I almost want to change my schedule for next week to, having Wednesday off. But Tuesday night is, not normally our heavy drink night.
It's like
Kinda.
milk.
Hey, the Irish can't be wrong, can they? Oh, spank you.
Mhm.
So on that one, yeah, I was wanting to. I was thinking about saving them for the Irish car bomb. I know you've had that; those are a fun one, but those are definitely going to be for a night where we're not doing anything the following day. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when I get into the Irish car bombs, I tend to want to keep going with those.
Really?
They are
Not
tasty.
you.
I've never
You're
been
not
known.
like that.
Never.
Never.
I had thoughts, but we're not doing shots. I don't know. It's weird. My mind completely went blank today. I just I was awake. No, I was not hungover or anything. Yes, I remember last night. I don't know why somebody in here would think that I was going to black out, because I've drinking a lot more than that.
Drinking.
I've drinking a lot more than that.
Looked like the whole everything was up here.
Sure. Actually, I didn't do too bad on here. It was TikTok that came back again to say hello, which we had an awesome night on there. And, Wednesday nights, you can almost guarantee that's going to happen. Wednesday nights are big night. They know I'm going to come on here and basically make a complete fool of myself. And I own it because, that's we do the TikTok for the fun,
Right.
It's not that we don't have fun on this one. It's just that one you kind of got to let loose a little bit, only because, you got to find some way to get past their
We get all the
their
serious
rules
stuff
and
out of the
their,
way,
yeah,
and then- But they're still kind of serious because, like you said, the rules. You can't say certain things on there or show certain things on there.
So we make it a little more high energy. We make it, we try and find
Okay.
some way. And I did notice something, and I kind of went back and did a little mental eval.
Okay.
We actually do really well when we're embarrassing ourselves. The drinks, everybody getting to pick how to create the drinks, make the drinks, whatever. Originally, I wanted to do that one because it would be funny. I thought people were just going to straight up give me just rock gut. They were going to try and make the nastiest drink and see if I could put it down. And no, in all reality, everybody was like, ooh, I think this will go good together. So it kind of worked backwards. But then, it went stale, I feel.
Oh.
So instead of, I always used to joke, it's the only bar you go to where you pay to see the bartender drink. They seem to have a little bit more fun when it's like, okay, they're going to dance, they're going to sing, they're going to, something. Apparently the famous hurricane incident was, a big hit, no pun intended. So I don't know. That's my thought.
That's your thought.
That's my thought.
Okay.
Here's my shot.
Here's your shot. I'm kind of.
So since you were on vacation for the past 2 days,
Sure.
you had some time to think, 24 hours.
Think about like I need to scrub my toilet a little harder next time, maybe. It was.
Somehow, whenever I get sick, I'm still able to, okay, I'm not touching the bowl itself. The seat's coming down. Because I know for a fact at some point I'm going to be like, oh. I don't know why. Maybe, like I said before, I have a bathroom phobia.
Mm.
So much so that when me and Sarah first moved in together, we had a house and everything. It was a long time before I quit spraying down the toilet seat and cleaning it before I used it. I'm just at work, it takes me about 5 minutes before I sit down because I'm over there like cleaning the toilet. Sometimes
That's the cleanest those bathrooms been.
Well, especially after certain people go in there, you end up having to shave the toilet first. It's kind of disgusting. It's just easy, buddy. Sorry.
Blur.
Yeah. And it's these bathroom habits of people. It's like, if I go to the bathroom and let's just say I leave a mess,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want somebody else to have to come in there and,
No.
So I always clean up after I'm said, whether it's get the toilet brush and do the whole, make sure everything's.
Sanitary.
And then to go a step further, after I've done, usually I'll spray the seat first, but then I'll spray the water with the cleaner and I'll put the air spray in there as well. So all that's already in there. So when Jen's like, okay, this is going like crazy. Blech. These are my ways, though, of courtesy to the next person coming in there.
Right. Well, she was probably, the throw up and stuff. She's,
Mhm.
yeah.
Is she one of those?
Oh, that was on the way home for no, Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. It was Tuesday.
You one of those ones too that if I make the noise, you're gonna. Did you ever see those videos of those women?
Depends. There's some smells that make me. It never used to.
Ooh.
There are some smells that right now I gotta. I'm like I'm going. They're bad.
So normally, and we'll go back to the bathroom. Bathroom smells get me every time. But for me, first thing in the morning, you go in there and I don't know why I got like a weak stomach first thing in the morning. There's been times I've actually gotten breakfast sandwiches and like, okay, I'm about to eat this.
It's the egg.
So that could be. It was real funny. The one time, I was notorious for getting the sausage, egg, and cheese from 7-Eleven whenever we do a run in the morning. And I had a co-pilot the one time, and he actually had to have surgery, so he had a bag for a little while.
Oh wow.
Well, what had happened was it's one of those weird situations where a seed actually had gotten into the lining of his stomach.
Oh no.
Or something along those. Yeah, it was his stomach. And then it basically it fermented. So they had to go in, do immediate. He was having stomach problems. And then he had real bad pain. So he ended up going to the hospital and they, did whatever test. They said, oh, dude, we're going to put you in now.
Yeah.
So something like that, I guess, is extremely dangerous. So unfortunately, the poor guy had to have a bag. And I both got a kick out of it and hated it because I couldn't fuck with him for a while. Because what he would do is he would crack the seal on the bag.
Oh my God.
So bear in mind, it's winter time. We're doing a delivery. Obviously, we don't have the windows down, and he'll sit. I'll be messing with him, and then he'll go.
It's like being stuck in one of those
the blow up costumes.
And
It was just, and he would get the biggest kick out of it. He wasn't allowed to lift, so there's been a couple times where he'd be lifting, and he'd be like, "Oh no, what? My bag broke." So then I got to get back in the truck with him. But I think that played in my mind because there was one time in particular where I wasn't hungry. It's just the morning. He got the sandwich and he no sooner unwrapped it and started eating. I'm like, oh. And I'm over there just like, bleh. He's like, you eat these all the time? I'm like, oh. But I tell you what, I am the world's worst. If I know somebody's got a weak stomach for something, I will,
you'll play on that.
I'll have fun with it. I had another coworker when I was United Van Lines. He made the mistake of letting me discover that he had a very weak stomach. So every chance I got, I'd say a gross story. And I always told him, or I do something pretty, that unwritten rule. It's what you don't do in a vehicle when the windows are up. I used to do that to another buddy of mine, and I'd lock the window so he'd be sitting there. And it got to the point where he'd be like punching me in the eye. Open the window, I'm driving, open that window.
I'm opening the door.
But no, poor Walt. He, I would tell a gross story, and he always looked like a fish out of water, gasping for air. So when he'd do it, you just see this. And there was more than one occasion where, unfortunately, the steering wheel had to be cleaned afterwards, and then he'd be pissed at me for a little while.
Oh my god.
I love pranks. I love, I guess I've always been somewhat of an asshole when it came to the pranks. I was always that guy that, as long as it's funny, not anything that would be like super mean. Like if it was going to be something that would hurt somebody, no, you don't do it.
Yeah.
But, I'm sorry, you can't help but when people, they have that weak stomach and you'll see them start gagging, I lose my mind. It's hilarious. That's why I love those videos on like YouTube. Like there's that one Big Lore or Big Daddy Little Lore. And he'd be like, honey, she'd go, don't do it. Like she'd be, amongst friends, or she just put her makeup on. He'd go, I don't know, can you tell me what it sounds like? And she'll sit there and she'll be like, stop.
Aww.
And then, he'll do it enough times and then she'll finally how about those toys where you turn it upside down, makes that,
Yeah.
There's one girl, she does a video where her boyfriend or husband or whoever, I don't know, but he'll come over and he'll throw it at her and she'll catch it and it'll go, and she'll be like, you can't, when you see somebody else suffering, why is it so funny?
I have no idea.
Cat's over there like, I'm biting my lip, my already stomach. All I gotta say to this one though is straw.
Just put a fish underneath the driver's seat when it's hot outside.
Oh.
Who hasn't seen that movie, Grumpy Old Men? That's where that came about,
Yeah.
where he threw the fish in the back seat and a
Put
few
the
days
cat
later
in
he's
there.
like, oh, what is that smell?
Or, you change the kid's diaper in the vehicle. You forgot that it was under the seat.
Ooh.
You get back in the next morning.
Oh,
You're
that's sour milk and everything. Ugh.
like, yes, it is.
But there are those pranks that, as funny as they seem like they're going to be,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this video has been coming across my feed so much, but it's the famous video of some kids at Venice Beach in California.
Okay.
They fed laxatives to, they mixed it in with the bird seed and chips and everything, and then fed it to the seagulls. And it wasn't, they said it was like about 5 minutes before you knew it. Like they were catching everybody. There's people like looking up and you'll see like it's down their arm. And it's funny at first, but then I notice they're laughing as this couple is picking up their child, trying to wipe it off her head or his head, or it's a baby.
Yeah.
So they were enjoying their time on the beach. Hello, Miss Coffee.
Hello.
Hello. It's pranks that is going to hurt people, that,
Yeah.
could cause damage,
Well, my thing, and I know they're seagulls and stuff, but still, like, what's that doing to the insides of the birds?
That was the other thing that,
Ugh.
at the time they really couldn't charge them. I mean, there was nothing that said they couldn't do that. You just
Right.
not supposed to. So I think now it is actually a rule to where if it involves hurting animals in any way, shape, or form, that's still cruelty.
Yeah.
Which is why they don't throw rice at weddings
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I don't think they're going to explode. But
it,
they
it
do
puffs
get in
up
their-
in their stomach to the point
Yes.
where it will. I think it suffocates them from
For the most, from the inside out, for
Yeah.
the most part. Yeah, if it involves like, it's just not funny whenever somebody's actually like in pain or hurt, in a serious way.
Right. Right.
But then
Then you got Dumb and Dumber.
let's go the other way with this.
Throw the atomic laxative and
Okay, so that's where I was kind of going. Actually, that's a good point. You knew this character was suffering. Or how about Jackass? Let's go that direction
oh
where,
my God.
hitting themselves in the nuts and everything. I guess what? Because it's done intentionally for laughs, then, you kind of trick yourself into thinking it's okay to laugh at this point. But again, if it's like an unintentional and somebody's actually,
Getting hurt, harmed.
it's
Yeah.
that's where the joke goes literally sideways. And we've actually seen it on here when a joke can go sideways. First thing that happens is that man over there loses his mind. And the thing of it was, it was something that was unintentional. You know, nobody saw that coming. And it obviously they're okay. But now I guess there's strife between two people.
Oh,
Yeah. Not the couple.
oh.
That's why I said, I mean, pranks are fun, but it's something that can go sideways fairly easy.
Mhm.
Thoughts, kitty cat?
I have none.
So it's a normal day.
It's mush.
It's mush.
It's mush.
How'd everybody enjoy Tuesday night?
I slept. I enjoyed it very well. I was out.
I didn't have the heart to pay. You know, like I said last night, I've never seen somebody get camera fright that didn't even get on camera.
It's not camera fright. It's like you know what you want to say and how you want to say it, and then when you want to get it out there, then it's like it's not coming out the way you want it to. And
Okay, so I can put it this way. Okay, is I can sit here when it's just you and I or anybody that's in this room right now, and I can ramble on and on and on and on and on.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter if I mess up my words or if I lose my words, because you know that the concentration's not always there, and sometimes literally I lose my words altogether. It's called fibrobrain, where literally everything just all jumbles and I cannot for the life of me remember what I'm trying to say. It's fine if I'm doing it with all of you. I don't care. But I click that button and I'm going out live, and I don't want to sound like a complete idiot whether or not I'm on camera or not. My voice is still there. You all hear me.
Well, we got two things real quick. Hello, sir. I did find out that he is going to be coming home. So
Aw,
Sam was just telling me.
sweet.
So he gets to come home. He's one of our newer ones. He came on the other night for our movie night and has been checking it out ever since. So
Well,
thank you.
Yeah,
Welcome
thank
in,
you.
brother.
Yeah.
Number two, Kat, the reason I can laugh at you is because you've seen me do it on here, on live. You don't.
every other
I get that, but I'm a lot more self-conscious than you.
Oh, don't think I'm not self-conscious. I don't like to
I
be
didn't say you
embarrassed
weren't.
anymore.
I said I'm a lot more
He
self-conscious
says
than you.
tomorrow, he'll be here.
At some point, he's gonna have to actually, you know, if he gets a nice enough stretch, maybe he'd be willing to come and check out the bar. Not too far off. But I mean, think about this. If that was true, how many times do you see me do like almost 20 different takes trying to get it right? And I'd be like, nope, I sound stupid. No, I took too long. You know, boy, whether it be because that's going out live, I'm sending out that to everybody on all platforms. You know, and nobody likes to look like an idiot, but that's why I brought, you know, again, you know, when we do the challenges that are to embarrass us, you know, there's no rhyme or reason behind it. You know, just you let it go, and if it comes out stupid, we get a good laugh, and then you move on with it.
And I also have like the bar covering half my body, so they don't see the goofiness and bad scene behind here.
The bar covers half your body. Hell, the bar covers all but my head.
So you have no problem
When I-
sitting down
when
there
I
just
gotta-
shimmying away.
When-
no
yeah,
one-
when I gotta come back there, I gotta like stand on the stool for anybody to see anything besides this little tiny head.
The head of the bar.
It is literally.
The head of the bar's coming. Behave.
Literally, you can go heads up, but see me, I got a problem. See, from the waist down,
Whatever.
I made sure to wear the black though. That way we can.
This
Yeah, we just literally blend.
two-headed monster right now.
That's my middle name or nickname, how you want my moniker.
My mom.
My moniker. But on that note, so we made the announcement yesterday. We are going to have. They sent us the email today. We will have Resist the Temptation. Not at the bar, but live on screen with us. So you guys will get to meet and greet and talk to them as well. And I cannot wait. This has been way too long. So on that one, are we going to do? I was gonna actually. Yeah, why not?
We haven't played this one in a while.
There's more to it. I can't. We haven't listened to these ones in a while, so I'm trying to remember all the. What's the song?
Broken Glass.
Thank you. This is Broken Glass by Resist the Temptation out of Long Island, New York, guys. We'll be right back. Enjoy.
Nothing but a shard, fragments, nothing but a bird out on empty mirage. Moving in inch, keep cover the blade. I'm a prisoner of the stupid charade. Trapped inside your cave, it's such a shame. You can't see what you're doing to me. Surround me with broken glass, look into your past. Maybe you'll find your burn yourself. Either way, I'm captured, waiting for rapture. I can taste freedom on my tongue. Break me out of my cage, fill me with my rage. You will get out of my way. Within a marker, stumble and smack you. Trick me politely with a knife right through my back. Tell me the real talk, get me on track. Give me some answers and I'm running right back. Trapped inside your cave, it's such a shame. You can't see what you're doing to me. Surround me with broken glass, look into your past. Maybe you'll find your burn yourself. Either way, I'm captured, waiting for rapture. I can taste freedom on my tongue. Break me out of my cage, fill me with my rage. You will get out of my way. Trapped inside your cave, it's such a shame. You can't see what you're doing to me. Surround me with broken glass, look into your past. Maybe you'll find your burn yourself. Either way, I'm captured, waiting for rapture. I can taste freedom on my tongue. Break me out of my cage, fill me with my rage. You better get out of my way. Get out of my way. Get out of my
Welcome back, guys. That was Round two.
Sorry.
She
I
forgot.
forgot to turn the loop off.
You know what?
My bad.
I don't get to work that side all that often, so it's not uncommon for me whenever I get on there to forget the loop.
No. I have a routine and I was thrown off with that routine tonight. So
Like I said, that is our good friends Resist the Temptation. They are going to be joining us live on air Monday, starting at 7:30. So I can't wait to actually get to talk to all these guys.
That was great.
Who's paying?
Not me.
Well, honestly, if you had noticed yesterday, it was pouring down the rain.
Yeah.
So at one point, I finally had to. I wasn't gonna try and run across. I grabbed us some Dr. Pepper bottles. She gave me one. I got another one just in case I filled the one, and we ended up yeah, for the first time behind the bar. I'm just standing back here, just
Alrighty.
have to do what you got to do.
Hopefully you stayed in the hole and
I was very cautious.
never shoot.
I
And
never
you're just
missed.
talking about cleanliness and bathrooms.
Yeah, but the fun part is not only did I throw them away, made sure I got rid of my trash, but we also have hand sanitizer in here just for specific situations like that. So, but summertime's kicking in, so I mean, what's the difference between doing it in here and out there, other than the fact that outside you free run in here bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't see the women trying that trick though.
No.
I always thought about, maybe just an earth toilet off to the side. We'll put a little curtain up around it. Perfect. Dig a nice hole in the ground and we'll put a comfy seat. Mm-hmm.
Heated toilet seat.
We can do this. Run a little power to it, put a light and
I wouldn't be
everything.
opposed to that. You got to put a little roof on it. So when it's raining like yesterday, I'm not soaking wet.
I'm not exactly wanting to, whether it's raining, hot, cold, I'm not, no, it's going to be enclosed. It's not like at the local swimming pool where you can just say, here we go.
They put dye in here to see if you pee.
I'm glad that's not true. There's been times.
Yeah, right.
Especially in deep end.
That
Why am I? That's so warm. So hot.
okay, so think about this: when you're swimming, like you go to Moraine, you go to the lake or wherever. Do you ever notice there's like a random warm spot just out of nowhere?
That's where the fishermen eat before.
That's the only thing, and it's even worse when you're swimming underwater, everything's going good, and you hit that spot. It's like, ooh. Let's see if you can really send it. Who's ever drank pool water? You don't do it intentionally, but
They have a shower.
Blue knucklehead. You don't do it intentionally. Like, you ever jumped in or you're messing around and, you flip or you do anything and you get like, there you go. How many kids are swimming with you that day?
Mm-hmm.
Or how about see, you're supposed to, it wasn't so much back when I was a youngster growing up. They didn't care. You could be as filthy as you want and still jump in the pool. Nowadays, you can't show up dirty. And if you do, there's not really I don't think a lot of places have the rule, but it's kind of like an unwritten. You walk through the shower room first, at least go in and,
Rinse off.
or my favorite one is where you see the kids in diapers and it's like,
Yummy.
welcome to Thoughts and Shots.
Ugh.
Hey, I pulled the gross out the other night telling us, enjoy the buffet.
Yeah.
I've actually seen people do that too, where they'll go down and they'll pull something out just to try it first. And it's like, dude, get your. Are you. Did you just point at him? It'll turn blue. Yeah. I always think about when Shaq does it at the, you know, the one
That's
pool.
what I mean.
He's like, dude, that's not even warm. That's hot.
That's hot. Yeah, he's like trying to get out.
Part is when you see a
Mic him up.
when you see a turd at the bottom of the pool and you're in it.
Why would you? Yeah, well, I mean, first off, if
So Caddyshack, Bill Murray's down there.
oh, it was
It's a baby Ruth.
the Baby Ruth bar. Yes. Oh, these
Love
things.
that.
Ugh. I haven't been back to the buffet since we've had that conversation. I'm not gonna lie. It's just I can understand why Sarah is she likes buffets, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
Now, I will give Golden Corral some credit. They're usually pretty on top of if you do because I wasn't even thinking about it the one time, and I was dipping my strawberries in the fountain,
Mhm.
the chocolate fountain, and then putting them back, you know, and she's like, we do have skewers, and I'm like, oh yeah. So I wasn't sticking my finger in the chocolate, but I was, you know, still being caught. It's the fact
You want
that
that kid with that head like, look at
no.
No.
But I've also seen, you know, I will not throw out names, but who's ever been to the buffet line where, you know, all of them have the sneeze guard up top that really don't work. Or if they do, when was the last time they cleaned it? Because you'll walk by and be like,
Mm.
somebody's left a little
They're
something
supposed to.
behind.
They're supposed to. Well, and then they're not. Some of them are
Here, it's on.
built for the shorter arms, but some of them aren't. And so you find people reaching clear in the back.
Hence the reason you figure out why there's hair in there.
Uh-huh.
That was one of my dad's pet peeves whenever we were swimming. He would hate, like, if somebody's hair drifted by, and wet hair, once it gets on you, then you're trying to, you know, you can't get it off. You're sitting there and it's getting
like
put.
it has little claws and it digs in.
It's getting closer and closer to your mouth. And
Well, the old round poles, you know, if someone had me try to make the whirlpool, you know, you
we
go
yes,
around, and then when you were done doing that, and you looked in the center,
everything is collected.
that big hairball,
Oh,
and it's coming right back out the.
but then you have people like my uncle who would bring his dog, and you know, then it was really fun because then you said the hairball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, poor Duchess. She did shed like crazy. And what was nuts about that was it was a short hair. Like, I mean, it was part Doberman, part something. I think.
But they shed just as bad as long hair. I mean, I don't think Pepper. We kept it. No, he was the palm. We kept him brush out. Barely. He had little tufts every now and then come off of him. All of the Rotties, Raven, the German short hairs, like they shake and you can just see it flutter off of them. I'm like, why?
Here's a thought for you: how you gonna know if somebody pees in the hot tub? First off, you already got the phone. It's hot to begin with.
They better not.
I'll tell you what, people are not. I mean, after two shows, some of the same content, they're gonna be like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not leaving the house."
no. Oh, that's why they put so much chlorine and, you know.
Oh, you can always tell. You know. Luckily, when we had our little hot tub, and don't ever get us offside.
Okay.
Don't ever get us offside. They're
Okay.
horrible. We always kept it right at where it recommended. So you know, when you open it up, it didn't smell like it, you know, it didn't burn your nose, and you know, when you got out, you could still smell. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like too much chlorine. You ever? How about when you're cleaning? You're using the bleach.
Mm-hmm.
You can always tell when it's going to smell different afterwards because that smells in your nose. It just burns your sinuses, and then for like the next hour, you know, it doesn't matter whether you smoke a cigarette, chew gum, anything. All you can taste is bleach.
Yep. I remember one time when the pools just well, they don't have them open in Mercer anymore. They're closed. But when we lived there, we took the kids, or I took the kids swimming. No joke. They were only in for 5 minutes and some other little kid threw up.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was like, sorry guys.
You know, I brought up the drinking the water. Have you been to the water park? It's got the giant bucket now that'll just dump water down on
Is it
you.
Splash Lagoon?
Mhm.
Splash Lagoon has one.
Or just a regular water park that has
Yeah, we went to a not a campground, but they were cabins and stuff. It was just outside of Gatlinburg, and
what park?
they had one. Might have been, but they had one. And where do you think that water is coming from? Like, it's just siphoning right back up in, filling up, and then it's not refreshing with new water. So when this thing's dumping on your head,
Yeah.
or you're not paying any bit of attention, and you happen, watch out. What's the first thing you do when anytime somebody says, look up,
Mhm.
or heads up, or anything?
Yeah.
The water just blasts you right in the face, and you're sitting there like,
We used to swim in the strip mine ponds.
I've done that.
Mhm.
I also used to go and that was where we'd go and fire off the guns. We'd always have a lot of fun because you get, you find that one spot and you're trying to, who can make the bigger avalanche? And then your ears really ring because you're surrounded by rock, shooting a
Yeah.
high-powered rifle,
Then just echoes right back.
and it just reverberates.
Yeah.
The dumb stuff we did as kids.
Yeah, we played them. Now it's like, I understand why parents are like, don't touch that, don't do that, because when you get to that age, you're kind of not a germaphobe, but you know what's in there.
Well, Kaylin is one of the worst. And even today still does this. She'll see something, just want to pick it up off the ground. And it's like, ugh.
Bring it home. Look what
Just don't open your mouth when you're talking. Like I said, though, I mean, if somebody says, "Hey, don't look," or "Look up," heads up, whatever, watch out. What's the first thing you're gonna do? Is you're gonna turn and see what am I watching out for. So not everybody's gonna sit there and say, "Hey, water's coming."
Well, it wasn't necessarily water, but he was looking out the window and he's like, hey, what kind of bird is that? So where do I look? I look up and I'm like, I don't see it. He says, it's right out there. And I'm like, where? And it was sitting on, it was a red-tailed hawk. It was actually, it must have either got one of the squirrels in our backyard or chipmunk, but it was sitting back. I'm like, when you say bird, where are you going to look?
Up.
Or in Kat's case, she stays inside. That's a whole nother conversation. No, as a kid, though, I mean, I remember the park in Zilly. We always would climb through the drainage pipe that,
Mhm.
and they're not exactly the cleanest.
Well, we waited just when the hurricane come up through the East Coast this past summer, and Maryland was still flooded and stuff. We didn't think about when they said tide and stuff. We weren't thinking it was coming up into the streets as well. And so where we parked, so I waited over my knees to go get the car and stuff, and not then thinking about it coming out. I'm like, that's the street and the sewer and yeah.
That was the big problem Katrina hit. Remember, they were telling
Yeah.
people stay out of the
The
water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, bear in mind, my dad would always get onto us because we'd want to keep the fish from the one pond at Lake Arthur Estates we'd fish at. Well, right beside it was the water treatment, the water stuff, trust me. And we always got a big kick out as kids going over because you'd see all the foam and the nasty but that was back when smells didn't bother you.
Yeah, they weren't that bad back then. No, they weren't. Oh.
But you haven't lived though until you're driving through Ohio, and it's like, wait, what is that smell? And it's got to be septic. And then somebody admits a little later on they broke that unwritten rule. The whole vehicle, like, I mean, nobody was happy.
Sewage plant.
It seriously did. It was straight up.
I'm like, I said, there's sewage around here. Here, me the whole time. I squeaked one out. And
Squeak one out my ass, literally.
His ass, not yours.
Ugh.
we put all the windows down.
It was -3 out.
You didn't care. Hypothermia meant nothing at that point. But I was also, I've been known to do that a time or two myself.
The kids did that a lot.
It's always fun when there's other people in there because then you can kind of.
It was them.
I did it one time, and it was one of the first few times I actually rode to Knoxville with Sarah and her parents. They were real big and going to pawn shops, and we were at the light, and I may or may not have been up all night drinking. Literally up all
Shocker.
night. And then had just gone to bed when she calls and goes, "You want to go with us?" Yeah, sure. So we're sitting there, and her dad was the first one to say something. He goes, "Well, who? Honestly, who?" And oh, not me, not me. And I literally was able to convince him it was Sarah.
How dare you? Oh my.
Hey, you want to tell them about the story about you when you were pregnant?
If you're swimming in a river, you never know. Oh, this is true. Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
Sarah, you can't go to Moraine. She will not go swimming in Moraine anymore.
Don't go swimming in here.
Connor refuses to go in because it didn't happen once; it happened twice. That got this was not a baby Ruth.
Erie will have those warnings. Please do not swim in the lake today. E. coli.
Yes.
Blah, blah, blah.
So it was one of our first times going to Erie together. I took Sarah up there, and I wanted to find a local diner, and she's like, "No, let's just go to the." I think it was like a Ponderosa or a Denny's or something. I'm like, "Why? Let's try something local." But either way, we went in. The guy was giving her some more information, and he told us about the warning. Well, it's only on certain sides. Maybe where the factories that you see
Yeah.
up and down that's why when we go to Presque Isle, I always go to the other side. We will dig until I do not see anything. But he said that he ignored the warning, and he said he'd never been sicker in his life.
I bet. You remember that one SNL again with Bill Murray,
Okay.
the SNL skit? He correct. Like when I
That just summed it up. That dumbed it down to way to narrow it.
Yeah, he pulls out a can and it's like Erie something.
Oh.
Erie or whatever, and he starts pouring it and it's like clear sludge and there's like the pull tabs from beer cans.
I'm thinking about Jackass now, where it was Ryan Dunn. They made sure they taped off his underwear, like top, bottom, and everything, but he jumped in the water plant. And then they wouldn't let him in the house.
Oh my.
It was like poo diving or something like that. Swimming in rivers never really bothered me too much. Of course, I've never done a lot of swimming in Pittsburgh. Usually if I get in a river, it's going to be like, Allegheny National or something along those lines. But here's one for you to think about. Did you ever see the movie The Tuxedo?
No.
Well, it's a Jackie Chan movie. And long story short, the very beginning of the movie, you see this, beautiful river, and out walks this deer, and it's starting to drink all the water. And the next thing you know, its tail goes up and it just piss. And then it shows the water flowing, and then you see it go into a pipe, and then into another pipe, and then into a factory, and then before you know it, they're bottling water.
Yay, all natural. Oh, Shawshank.
There's I couldn't imagine.
Crawling through that, man.
This is why I've told him to work. I refuse to. I can't. My own, I'll clean. But if somebody else has been in there, I can't. I don't do feces. At all.
Bathrooms should all be tiled, so all you have to do is take the pressure hose and just spray it all down. What a topic tonight.
There might be a reason why we the eye went from here to here. They're like, okay. This is probably not going to be the most popular episode on Spotify
No,
either.
probably not.
So, Mr. Mowry, by the way, so we are on Spotify. So if you want to catch on any of the other shows, we can listen to them on the way home.
Yeah.
It's under Another Shot Podcast. It's got our neat little logo you see right here. I'm getting good at that. Right here. This guy. That's our Whiskey Willie. But something to look forward to. So on that note, oh, there he is. I love him. He kind of looks like this guy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy, isn't it?
Oh wait, does he look like this guy? Oh, these things got a lot of use the other night.
They worked, huh?
I love them.
Very well.
They did the Lord's work for us. So on that note, guys, we reached that time of the evening for what we affectionately call the last shot. So while everybody is coming up with that, I will go ahead and throw it out there real quick. If you're in the local area looking for good food and good drinks, guys, check out MLH Distillery, located right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. The address is 107 Breckenridge Street, Grove City, Pennsylvania, 16127. The phone number is 724-264-4959. They're open Friday and Saturdays, 5 to 11 p.m. on Friday, 3 p.m. to 9 on Saturdays. Yes, guys, these will be changing very soon. If you like what you see on your screen right now, if you have any interest, at all in trying phenomenal booze, check them out at mlhdistillery.com. You can order every bottle you can see on your screen. Yes, that's MLH Distillery. Proud sponsor of Another Shot Podcast.
Last shot?
Last shot.
Last shot.
Anybody? Who wants to go first?
So, we'll keep that little vibe going. If you you only live once,
Mm.
but if you live it right, once is enough.
Twist your minds on that one. Kitty cat.
If my mind can conceive it, if my heart can believe it, then I can achieve it.
Oh yeah, well, one person can do, so can another. We got so I did not. I went to pull it up today, and I let my mind. I'm like, oh wait, I haven't watched this in a while, so I think. What was the? I watched 2 episodes first. Trying to think. One was Grandma's Boy, and I can't remember what the other one was. I love Grandma's Boy. Shit, I can't remember what I watched today. Oh well. Oh man, guys, make sure you check us out. Oh, Sunday we will be doing Sunday Night Weekend Hangover. Are we going to be trying to do it early again? Do people like doing that?
I like it.
You like doing early?
And we had a crowd.
So we may end up having to change it to Sunday afternoon weekend hangover. Or Sunday noon weekend hangover. Hey, we're back on this Sunday with our weekend hangover. We got our Monday night bartender, our Tuesday night real flicks and chill. And this Tuesday coming up, we will be talking about actors and actresses gone too soon. So there's a little homework for you guys. Oh, we also have St. Patty's Day, which I'm pretty sure we're going to do that on the TikTok 100. Got our Wednesday night open bar, and of course, we round it all out with the Thirsty Thursday thoughts and shots. This is technically our Sunday. Lots going on this weekend, guys. If you're in the mood, we got Perfect Storm will be playing at McBride Station on Saturday. The Intent will be performing at Otto's this Saturday.
Oh wow.
And this Saturday was supposed to be when we took Dan to go see Tiny Texie. I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh.
All 3'6" of her. It's a little bit of a bummer. But I did promise Mike that I would, throw a show out there for him, and I kept forgetting until just now. But he's got this Saturday, and then he's got I think another one. He'll be at the Rock House here very soon.
Okay.
So that's going to be one. That's going to be a good one. So on that note, there are good ships, there are wood ships, there are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. Guys, if you're on TikTok, we're heading there next. Looking forward to seeing you all. I want to thank everyone for popping in tonight. Do remember 2 things. We do leave it open for anybody that would like to join us. We just don't ever remember to drop the damn link. So if you guys got a conversation you want to talk about, hey, bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we always say, everything we say on this show is just our opinion. But then again,
It could just be the alcohol talking.
ooh. Guys, we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go. Let's go.